welcome back for another episode of Make It. In this episode, I thought I was going to do something a little different, but with Avengers coming out in about a week, I thought it'd be pretty appropriate to do a Thor hammer. So, before we get started, make sure you have something handy to take down some notes, and, well, we'll begin. So your materials for this project, you can pretty much get all at the dollar store. I got a paper towel roll for the actual handle, black and white paint, and foam core, as well as a hot glue gun. All that you can get pretty much at the dollar store or any craft store. I also got about a $6 can of silver spray paint, and that's pretty much all you're going to have to spend on this one. So right now I'm just taking the foam core and I'm cutting out each side of the actual hammer. Now I've seen people just take regular boxes and just start from there, but I wanted to build it from the ground up. Now at this point, once you have all the sides of your hammer cut out, you're going to want to take the hot glue gun and start attaching each of the sides one by one. It can get a little messy, but by the end of it, you should have a pretty sturdy, solid frame for your actual hammer. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going around the seams of the hammer itself. I'm just touching them up, making sure everything's solid and secure. And I'm attaching the handle from the paper towel roll to the hammer itself. Now at first I wasn't sure if that handle would really work too well, just where it's a simple little cardboard paper towel roll, but it actually held up really well. Now I'm going around the sides of the hammer. I'm just putting hot glue on the face of the hammer, just doing some design, some kind of weird Nordic funky stuff. You can do that if you want, or whatever, you don't have to, but it was kind of cool. I just thought I'd try it out. So I'm going to be starting painting here, and what I found afterwards is all those little designs I did with the hot glue on the face of it that I was talking about earlier, when I applied the silver spray paint, it actually kind of gave it a kind of, it looked like it was like welded, kind of molded metal look. So it kind of worked out a bit better than I thought. But what's going to happen after this is we're going to get into the detailing of all this once all this paint here is settled. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking that black and white paint and I'm just applying it over some of the corners and the edges, over some of the designs that I put on earlier with the hot glue, and it makes it look a bit more realistic, more battle damaged, and that it's seen some combat. So it looks kind of cool, kind of gives it a more realistic look than just some toy hammer. But you can do whatever you want. You can throw in some blood and dirt if you want, but I try to go for this kind of smoky, kind of beat up kind of look for it. So now I'm just applying some black paint to the handle itself, just trying to separate it visually from the rest of the hammer. And I have something coming up at the end of this where it's going to kind of make it pop out. That's also my cat Archie. I don't know why he decided to show up, but that's fine, I guess. Just chilling there, I suppose. So what I'm doing here now is, once it's dried, I'm going to apply some red fabric that I had lying around. If you don't have any, or if you have like an old t-shirt or whatever, you want to cut into strips, then that's cool. I just thought I'd do the black handle with the red stripes, just to try and make the handle pop out a bit more, and it actually worked out really well. So there you have it. You got yourself an awesome Thor hammer you can show off. And if you're smart about buying your materials, it should only cost you something like $12, something under $15 to make. If you have an idea for a future episode of Make It, please let us know in the comments below. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.